Hey guys, Terry with Computer Pro. It's a beautiful day out. Actually, looks like it's gonna rain. Just gonna do a quick tool video and stuff. We haven't done one in a while, and what our proposed plan is to redo. I'm gonna open this up just so there's more light in here. What we're gonna do with the Packout ideas and stuff. So right now, what we're doing is we're carrying two of the 5-footers, which when extended are perfect for a 8-foot like standard ceiling office space. Not a lot of room to walk in here. And then we have our wiring bag, which I don't know what else we can do with this. It's a perfect bag. It's the big Husky, carries, man, we've got a magnapull, a couple different fish tapes, my nice logoed up hat with the light, of course, very handy. Well, it is a little messy. Multiple sticks. We put all of our poles in here. Miscellaneous grabbers, poles, you know, our wire trammels, a couple different fish tapes, some small glow rods, magnapulls, basically, you know, wiring, fishing stuff. On the wall, we've got some Packouts. Oh, there's our other ladder. We got plans for that though. So that's the smaller, because this van, I didn't get the I kind of screwed up, to be honest with you. I didn't get the extended height. I got the shortest wheelbase, which I had to drive to Wisconsin to get. It was a 118. So it's kind of short. The cool thing is it fits in a lot of spots really nice. But the other one, the 118 wheelbase is a little shorter, and it doesn't come, I think this is about 5'6". So height wise, I can't put a 6-foot ladder in it. So, but Little Giant makes, and you know, our logo colors are green, right? So these rock in it. They make it's not a Conquest, what is it? It's called a Dark Horse 2.0, the new version. It's this color green. It's a regular Little Giant. That's a select step, so that's only a step ladder, but this one opens up all the way to make an extension ladder too. Because other than getting a roof rack on this guy, we can open the door and put it through it, but we can't fit, you know, extension ladders in there unless we put them on the roof. So looking forward to that. They have two models, a 22-foot or a 22 reach, I don't know what it is, and a 17. And the 22, the smallest collapsible height is 5'6". So I have to measure and see if that 5'6" is gonna fit in here. So it's a little messy because we've been jamming with some stuff lately, but this is our plan. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, what my plan is anyway. So right now, it's kind of set up, as you guys know. So on top, I've got, used to have more conduit stuff, but I've got a little scope, still some conduit bending stuff, a little kicker, that kind of stuff. Wall scope, that is in here, this shelf. We've got some wiring pulleys, this style, and a couple different styles of just pulleys to help pull wire stuff. That's what we got in there. In this, it's mainly telco stuff, butt set. And I got to get this out of here. This is a line voltage tool to check load and everything, but we have one in our bag anyway. It's just a different version. But telco punch stuff, telco toner. So basically everything telco, you know, like banjos and that kind of stuff. So pretty much telco related things. Yeah, miscellaneous banjo stuff. And this is the handiest thing since sliced bread. This is a baby leaf blower with a nice, you see it, rubberized, flexible thing. So when we're drilling and doing wiring and moving stuff around, you know, ceiling tile dust drops on clients' desks and this and that. This is a variable trigger, but it also is 3-speed. So it's variable amongst all the speeds. So I put it on low, slap a battery on, walk around the client's site, and just tap it and feather it and blow light air off their desks and chairs and so forth. And it's not strong enough to blow the stuff off their desk, but it just takes that dust off. So it always leaves, we always like to clean up after we do things. And this, coupled with the vacuum, but this is a very, very, very handy tool, man. I love this thing. So this Rover light, some overflow for cables. This is our laser level that we use when putting up conduit and things like that. It's a green laser, works really good. Our qualifier, I know there's a lot of discussion about certifiers, qualifiers, network testers, and the like. This is a qualifier. So, and then of course the E550W laser printer, my Atlas 46 wiring vest. Down here we've got the Packout vacuum, miscellaneous tool bags. What do we got in here? This one we've got, I wanted the GoPro on so it wouldn't be so shaky. I'm just using my phone. Sorry, but it wasn't charged up. So I've got a portable bandsaw and a little hacksaw, yeah, like a portable hacksaw, I think they call it. Both M12, smaller stuff. I might have to, sorry, the phone, while I zip this back up. Excuse that. So put that back. On here, I've got, oh, this, I really like this now. This is a very expensive stud finder, basically, but it's a wall scanner, but it's the good one that allows you to kind of see inside and kind of x-ray the wall, so to speak. It works really good. Signal views the ticket. I found it tries to interpret the other one. Signal view shows raw signal and displays it as a graph across the screen, which works really good for peeking inside walls before you drill. This bag's probably gonna come out. I don't know what we have Makita left. We've got tools, but we don't usually carry them, so I'm not sure why that's there. This is a cutoff tool. I'll pull it out. A cutoff tool, and what else is that? A little impact wrench and the cutoff tool, which is handy, you know. We used it the other day. I forgot for what, but they do come in handy. And sorry, I gotta put this down again. Oh, I know that's annoying. I'm sorry. So that's where that shelf sits. The bottom here, it's basically where we stack our wire. We usually only keep a box of 5E and 6 on board, unless we're doing a specific wiring job. Then we load it up with what we need. This is just a miscellaneous crate with, well, right now there's a bunch of on-wall stuff from a specific job, miscellaneous junk, and underneath it is a toolbox that has, well, I'll open it up, I guess, so you can see it. It has a spiral saw and a oscillating tool. That's very handy. It has the Q-bits. There's a couple Q-bits. There's a double Q-bit and regular blades. Okay, so that's that. There's no room, so we keep it on the floor right now. And in the big rolling toolbox, we keep, not ideal, but we keep drills. Okay, so we got, unfortunately, I've got our big right angle drill, the whole hog. I've got the SDS plus concrete drill, and maybe a hammer drill, just a couple of miscellaneous Milwaukee drills and bits, which makes that monster really heavy. We use clips just to hold it so it doesn't, it fits under here really nice, and then I just kind of clip that to it, and it makes the van ride. It doesn't rattle. It's super solid with that. Keep cables up here, like 25 foot, 10, 7, 5. My 3-footers I put in here. And what else? This is zip tie stuff. Up here, we've got cables, miscellaneous cables, USB stuff, short power cables for rack installs, HDMI, USB, video, just a bunch of cables, cabling area. Up here we've got overage for wire that we take and then take back to the shop. Just kind of messy. And on this side, we've got, and I'm sorry, it is a mess, but it is what it is. Kind of miscellaneous on top, some Ziplocs, batteries, business cards, paper towels, gloves, mouse pads to give to clients, shoulder pack or so. Here's some mud rings, bridle rings, tape, patch box, dev mounts, got to use those. Bridge clips, a charger, one of those crazy crimper deals with the crimp accessories for it. And on this shelf, we usually carry like our face plates. That's a 1 port, 2 port, 3 port, 4 port. And here's some surface mount, 2 port, 1 port, 2 port, so forth. These are some Jhooks. There's some bat wings, regular, Jhooks, smaller Jhooks, and some D-rings. And what's here? Some more, bushings, concrete, or conduit bushings. We did get, I think, 100 pack of those silicone things from Tech Tool Supply. Very handy. Every time I get a tube of silicone and goop up something, I try to preserve it with different forms of stuff that I've seen. And when I go back to use it, it's always hard and gunked up, and I have to buy a new one. So we got these individual use ones, which are really handy. And so we grabbed, I think we got 100 packs. So we grabbed a couple, and I keep them on the van. So one use and done. Boy, we got a bunch of these in the shop, but I just throw an extra one in here in case I need it. I don't know why this is here. It's a Swiss Army multi-tool, but what else here? In this shelf, we've got a couple crates. So some different screws, Tapcons, most of the stuff we do is specific job. Like we'll have a big box of stuff for a job, but in this case, this is just stuff we carry on board all the time in case we have it. So we've got some EMT, boxes, a couple double boxes, plates, looks like an LB body, conduit body for pull, or some little ends there. That's what these are. And that's it for that. In this one, we've got miscellaneous, like here's some brush panels, some 4-port plates, some little weird doohickeys that you never know, and maybe we throw some overage stuff in there, but it's basically plastic related to like surface mount boxes and that kind of stuff. In the front here, we've got some cable pull, bushing type pulls, which sometimes we use for single run Cat 5. It looks clean if you have to poke something in the ceiling or through a wall or through certain cases. These, when you drill the right hole and you pop these in, then you have that nice grommet look, and it just, I call them cable grommets, but it just looks really clean. What do we got here? Some overage, some port adapters, junction adapters, whatever they're called, for wiring, to get in back of patch panels when you're going from, say, modem to your switch to keep it clean. And what else we got here? Some overage jacks and stuff, and that's pretty much it. And this kind of sucks because I secure it by this, which is going to lead to why we're doing a redo, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But down here, man, I've got a junky toolbox that's just got a bunch of stuff. Our 2-way radios, got 3 of those in there for the guys, depending on who I'm with. A drill bit box. I mean, miscellaneous stuff, as you see, right? There's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just, some cleaner, a switch, knee pads, so miscellaneous stuff. Back over here, here's our main, my punch down pack out that I use. And these are miscellaneous. That's a screw pack out. And this is, that's our raceway pack out. It's got some drywall screws, raceway clips, and they just, when I say that, I mean stuff that I use for raceway. So there's a raceway thing, some clips. These actual drywall screws work really good. The fat ones are kind of hard to find, but they, instead of using, you know, like anchors and stuff and different drywall screws. So we take a box in when we're gonna do raceway, and there's some more you know, cable clamps and stuff like that. Put this back, and this looks like rack screws and heavier duty bolts. And I think in the very back, sorry, my alarm went off. These are some conduit fittings. I'll show you what these are like. What do we got here? This is a thicker one. So I think in the very back we've got a socket set by Milwaukee that fits. I believe it's this one back there, but different conduit box fittings and so forth. Some elbows, miscellaneous conduit stuff. So keep all that on there. And those are just the Milwaukee plates, the Packout plates that fit in the van. So that there, we try to keep the heaviest towards the wall, and just so it distributes weight. But they seem to be really strong. We got it bolted right to the metal, so we never have a problem. Everything's strong. People have asked me if these things rattle around and stuff. They really don't. I don't notice it. I drive around. I don't, aside from the contents maybe, but they just seem solid. Like I never had an issue. Never even think about it. They just ride with it, and everything seems fine. So then my tool bag I'm running is a Veto Pro Pack. I love it. Works really good. I had a backpack before this, and it's got some nice rings on the outside. Ubiquity tool. Door stopper, believe it or not. Works great. Miscellaneous patch cables. I think you've seen this before. We got, that's regular cables in there. So on the outside, go over that first, carry some pens, markers, Milwaukee, of course. Quick voltage tool, my tape. And on this side, these are a couple magnets for drywall. Like once we identify a spot, sometimes we just stick a magnet on a stud, on each stud, so we can visualize where we're gonna drill. Little light on the outside, and here we should keep our labels for rack stuff, right? We stick on racks and equipment. And in here, usually business cards, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, got some business cards in there. Works out really good, keeps them nice and straight and tight. And extra D-ring to hang stuff, like if I'm gonna do telco, I'll clip my phone on there. And this side, I keep my 13-in-1 Milwaukee. Very, very, very handy. It even has that, if I can do this one-handed, I wish I had my GoPro, but the 13-in-1 has, I'm gonna set this down for 1 sec. Has that weird little bit for electrician bit, I call it, but you know, it's for certain fittings, like conduit fittings, that kind of stuff. Works really, really good. Boxes and stuff like that. Sorry, trying to do this one-handed again. So that's the 13-in-1 I keep in there, a magnetizer, some tape, and the scissors I love. Always handy because I use them all the time, so I keep them right outside here like this. I did swap the tape loop for these the T's, because the tape comes off so much easier. You just bend that in through the middle. Of course, I'm one-handed. You know what I mean. It's just a tape T chain, which works really good. On the inside, I split it. It's hand tools on one side. So what do I have in here now? Some batteries. One of those little weird rack tools. Some conduit wrenches in there. See those conduit nut wrenches. A couple screwdrivers, the rubberized, my favorite ones. This is just a metal detector for mainly as you hit metal, it's gonna beep. It's for metal detecting, like the hobby metal detecting. It's a Garrett Pro pointer. But when you're locating wire or locating, trying to find studs, it's really, really nice. So I use that. As far as hand tools, what is this? It's got a bunch of weird security bits in it. Adjustable pliers. my electrician pliers. They're 8-inch version. Oh, they're all dirty here, which I really like. Knippix stuff, made in Germany. And other weird pliers. These have little reamers on them. My handy dandy flashlight. This is just a pocket toner for coax. What else do I got here? And here, if I can get it out. This is, just a pair of diagonals, and I love these. Another Knippix, or are these Knippix? No, they're not, but also German made. They might be a sister company, but kind of angled needle nose that work really good. An inspection mirror, which is handy. A level, a little bitty wire retriever, like hook, and miscellaneous cables, and that's pretty much it. Not a lot in here. And there's also some different Allen wrenches down there. So that's pretty much it for this side. The other side, because it's heavy enough as it is, I don't want, and this is the LC bag made, forgot what they said. The big difference is, instead of little tool pockets on both sides, this one's got, on this side, it has bigger pockets. So this is where we keep our testers and that kind of stuff. So in here, I got my handy dandy Surge oil impact, which is very, very handy. It's my daily driver now. Love that thing. And a basic meter, digital, what do you call it? Measuring tool, USB tester. This is the Sure Test. That's it. It's just really a voltage tester, like the dummy light ones you plug in, only this tells load and voltage drop and all kind of stuff, which is really cool, because sometimes we've ran into weird things where the power is just not quite right, and this will detect stuff like that. I should probably stick this in a pocket. And then we got the just bits, the LRAT 1000 Link Runner AT. Very, very handy tool. I love it. It's so quick, turn it on, boots up, and boom, it's ready. Like right there, like cable test, everything. Literally, it boots up in, I don't know, 5 seconds, it seems like. Net Alley and their quality of tools are just so nice. And my tone and probe test. Now this also does a digital tone, as well as this, that you can use the digital toner with, which is really nice. And then in here, up here, just got some bits and stuff. There's another zipper. I've got the adapters for this guy, like the wire view adapter, and some zip ties. That's all I keep in there. And that is pretty much it. I'll clean it up later. Like I said, I'm doing this one-handed, so it's kind of funky right now, so you have to excuse me. But matter of fact, I'm going to move this over to this side, this over to this side, where it should be, and zip it up. I think one of our guys closed my bag for me and brought it out, and I usually keep it a little different. So that's it. It's got a nice shoulder strap. It's a Veto Pro Pack. It's awesome bag. It really is. And so the plan is, sorry, I don't mean to make a long video. Also got, this thing is really, really cool too. It's also Veto. If kind of goes hand in hand with this. If I'm just on a ladder and I just need a few tools, it snaps on your belt this way, but it's also got this nice leather pocket thing. You can just throw it in your back pocket or front pocket. It's stable, and you got all your basic tools with it. So depending what I'm doing, kind of all set there. I just been keeping it in this pouch, really. So, and then this is my main fish stick bag, my main wire stick bag, that has all the 6-foot sticks in it, and all the accessories in the side, and some magnet stuff. I'm almost out of gloves, but usually keep some gloves in here. The basic spray can stuff there. And so what the plan is I want to go more Milwaukee Packout, because it's so nice, and I don't like this kind of stuff. So what I did is I got some metal mounts that I found, because the problem is, these are great for flat surfaces, but they're so big. they stick out way past the edges, right? And so what I'm gonna do, you see how this shelf here is, where's it at? This one is, I guess you could say upside down. Like it's smooth up here and the lip's in the bottom, but all the other ones, they have a lip so stuff doesn't fall off, which is great. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reverse all these so the lip's down, and I'm gonna put the Packout mounts, the new ones I got are metal, they're aluminum, and they fit, that you kind of stagger them so you can put your stuff in different configurations. But I'm going to move some shelf around, flip these upside down, and the goal is, like, instead of having these things, these are just cheap from Harbor Freight and they're already broke, look at that, but they work. I'm not going to knock them, but I just want to upgrade a little bit. So the phone stuff, I can just fit it in one of the thicker Packouts. Not the thin one, but like this size, the thicker one, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a small, thick one like this. It's just gonna be telco, so that'll be all my telco stuff. And with the Packouts, with the distance of the shelf, I can fit more than one. Now, when they click in, if, being that it's a van, I'm driving down the road, they'll be stable just like these are, because they're locked in. We have to release them with this little tab here. So to get this off, I squeeze the tab and then it comes out, right? And I put it on and it clicks in place. So that's gonna be awesome. All this stuff, I'm gonna pull my analyzers out of this bag. I'm gonna get some Kaizen foam, put them in a Packout, and every single thing will be, the goal is anyway, in a Packout. Not bags. I'm gonna get rid of these bags and put them all in Packouts like that. So they'll be all stacked up. They won't move because they'll be clicked in. And when we roll somewhere, either using this, or we have a Packout dolly, I don't have it on here now, we could just clip everything together. So it'll be so nice, so nice. Then we'll get everything labeled. So it's kind of a big project that I'm gonna have to do over a weekend. The mounts are ordered. They should be in a couple days. I got to get the Kaizen foam yet, and yeah, that's the goal. So big project. And also I didn't mean to make a super long video, but a couple people have asked me what we're running for tools, and I know I did some old videos before, but this is our current configuration, what we're running, and we're excited about changing it all over to Packout stuff. So can't wait. So that's one last look pre-Packout, and then I'm going to do a little video and take some pics when we get the Packout system in there, and pretty excited about that. So